Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well. I do apologise if this room is a bit echoey, but I'm keeping out of the way of the Eon guys who are trying to fit the smart meter outside. I do not want to sound like a crazy lady talking to myself. Not that it bothers me in any way, because I do talk to myself quite a lot. But yeah, I just thought I'd keep myself as far away as possible, so hence why I'm sat on the toilet seat the opposite way round in the ensuite trying to talk to you guys. But this week is such an exciting week. It's going to be a tough week, I think, and very stressful, but very positive. We're getting the carpets fitted on Thursday, the electrician's coming on Wednesday to get the sockets and switches fitted. Sam's dad's also coming on Wednesday to get the handles put on the doors, and then Sam has got a bit of time to be able to get the bedrooms turned around quite quickly, in the sense that we need to kind of get the mirror up on the wall, pictures, before the carpet gets fitted on Thursday. So yeah, there's a lot to do. I am now cracking on with the drawers that I have been meaning to do for so long. Yesterday, which was Sunday, I spent the day just kind of sanding them down and trying to get them prepared for today. So in between all of my clients, I'm going to try and sort of measure out and cut the wood trim, but I can't do that yet because I'm going to be using the chop saw. Actually, I don't think you have to plug the chop saw in. Oh no, I don't know. Do I have to plug it in? I'm not sure, but I'm going to wait till they've gone anyway before I start that, and hopefully I'll be able to get them glued down, and then tomorrow I'll be able to get them painted. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to get all 4 coats done with everything that I've got booked in, but I'm going to try and get as much done before Thursday as possible. So with the sun shining this week, it is becoming increasingly difficult to try and not to go out into the garden and to sit there, because we really need to crack on with the work that's in the house. So, and I think because the deadline is Thursday, we're going to have some late nights, I think, to try and get stuff done. But it's all positive, it's all exciting. There's bound for there to be something that's going to go wrong, but we've just got to try and smash it out as much as possible. Hence why my brain is all over the place. I need to write myself a list, just get everything in order, and hopefully nothing will get forgotten about. I can confirm that the chop saw does need electric, so doing this now is totally out of the window, but the drawers are all here ready and prepped to get the wood put on. I suppose what I could do is just line out exactly where the wood needs to go, so I'll probably do that now because I feel like I'm on a bit of a time crunch, and then I'll just have to do this bit when the Eon guys have gone. It is currently 27 degrees in this room and I'm absolutely sweating, but I have managed to get all of the wood trim cut now. I haven't got them stuck, but I just need to take a moment just to kind of cool down before I come back to it. But it's already looking so good, and actually it only took me an hour to do this time because I've got used to using this chop saw. So yeah, it's looking good and I'm pleased with where I'm up to at the moment. Please do ignore the state of me. I'm absolutely sweating because it's hot outside. There's so much chaos going on, and my makeup is literally just sweating off my face. But in here I have managed to get all the drawers corked up now, ready for painting. The most exciting part is the painting, one step closer to being finished. Sam has primed the door stops around here. Everything else in here is pretty much the same. And then in here is where the biggest bit of chaos is. I have sanded down the drawer, what do you call it? There's a certain word for it, but the shell, there we go. I have sanded down the shell, taken the screws off from in here, which obviously held the drawers in place, so that's all ready for painting now. And then Sam has taken this door off for the time being and has undercoated all in here. Last night he actually managed to get the skirting done in here and all corked, so that is pretty much ready for painting. And yeah, this is just what the reality of the room is looking like at the moment. I think in a little while, after I've got a coat done on the shell and on the drawers, we're going to put the mirror up, pictures up, and also the television up on the wall if we can find the bracket for that. So yeah, really busy day today. It's Tuesday, the clock is ticking and we need to get a lot done. Today is Sam's birthday, which means that the carpets have been laid. You can probably see a little sneak peek in the corner there. But this past week has been so full on that I haven't actually had the chance to pick up the camera and film anything. I really had to get the drawers painted, which I only managed to finish last night. And there was still so much that we had to get done this morning with regards to like hoovering, dusting and just getting the last bits cleaned up. Right as the carpet fitter guy turned up. So yeah, it's been really full on, but they've been fitted now, so I am so happy with how they look. I'll quickly show you in a minute what they look like. I haven't actually hoovered in the rooms yet at all, and we've just shoved the drawers into the second bed behind me, whilst obviously the other carpets are being laid. So we're gonna have to move the drawers back into the master bedroom tonight, so hopefully I'll be able to film a little bit of that. But in a couple of hours I am going out for a meal for Sam's birthday, which will be really lovely. So everything that's in that room is just gonna have to be sorted out when we get back. So yeah, it's a bit chaotic. I am trying to push for getting the... Sorry, I swear in every video, Oscar and Rosie just like to make an appearance and just bark. But as I was saying, I'm going to try and push for getting the bed into the bedroom tomorrow evening. We did actually have that delivered yesterday on the date that we requested it for. We ended up getting a bed from Next. So fingers crossed, tomorrow evening we will be able to have that built. I say we have that built. It'll be a case of me trying to build it while Sam's at the pub, because I know that the electrician has got to pop back and finish off a couple of things. He did come yesterday to do a bit more of the work, but I think he's just got to connect one or two things in the loft. I don't know, but I know after that he'll probably end up going to the pub with him. But I am adamant that I want to be in our new bed either on Saturday night or on Sunday. So yeah, we will see. But in the small bed, it is pretty much all finished, apart from Sam's got to cover the pipes down here with some white plasticky stuff so it doesn't look sort of coppery. But all of the sorry, take my shoes off. All of the plug sockets have been fitted. We decided to go for the same as what we did in the small bed. So we've got the kind of USB and the newer one at the top there, and then we've got the same on that side, and then just a normal one here, and then we've just got toggle switch, same as what's in the second bed. If you'd watched any of my previous videos, Sam's dad did actually come back to put on the handles, so I do give him a shout out for that. And then this is what the master bed is looking like. I haven't actually showed it with the pictures on the walls, so Sam put up this one that's here and another one that's over here, so it does look really lovely. Sorry, I'm trying to sort of get the camera to focus. I'll just do a bit of a close-up. These pictures were from Dunelm. I believe they were actually on offer for like £8, so I've got one for here and then one on the other side. I wasn't sure where I was going to put these, but they actually match perfectly to the room, and like this bit of material here is so close to the colour on the walls. So yeah, really happy with that. As you can tell, Oscar and Rosie are loving the new carpet. I haven't actually had time to hoover yet, so there's still sort of bits all over the place, but they are obsessed. They love anything that's sort of fluffy and cozy, even though it's quite warm outside. The mirror this was another thing that I mentioned about. Please ignore the fingerprints. I need to actually get it all cleaned up in here, but it looks perfect. Exactly what I wanted. The only issue is, I don't think we can fit a television in here in this corner because there isn't actually that much room left with the mirror being here. So not really sure how that's gonna go, but we've got a TV point here. Please ignore them in the background. Plug socket there, we had an extra one put in there. Can you be quiet, please? Just for 2 seconds, thank you. I'm not sure how much of this I can continue on before they start fighting again. But the cupboard is done. Sam frantically tried to get this all painted. Yes, it is being kept white in here because once the door is on, it's going to look like quite a small cupboard. So we just wanted to brighten it up as much as we could. Sam also made this shelf here and then put the rail up so it sits quite far back. So it just allows us to have a bit more room at the front here. And before, the old sort of shelf came out quite far. Sam's kept it as far back as he could so we can just put storage boxes up there if we want to. And then in here a spotlight has been fitted, which is going to be on a sensor with the door, so as that open and closes it'll come on and off. So yeah, really handy to have. Light switches have been fitted, toggles here, one's for the fan, one's for the actual spotlights. And actually in here there hasn't been that much progress. It's kind of been left for the time being because it wasn't one of those things we urgently needed to get done. But I did order some grout remover stuff, so I'm going to try and use that over the weekend and see how I get on. I've also had the soap dispenser put on the wall as well, ready to put the soap into. And then all Sam has got to do in here is seal everything up. Oh my goodness. Seal everything up. He has taken the plastic film off of all of the panels and it just looks so lovely in here now that that's all been taken off. I kind of wanted to do it myself, but I came in from one of my clients of an evening and it was like, oh, look what I've done. It's like, oh, nice, thanks. No, I'm joking really. But the handle has been fitted on the door. I don't know if I mentioned that at all. I don't think I did actually. And then over here we've got the USB ports on both sides, and then we've got a switch on one side to control the lights, and then the same on this one to control the wall lights, and then we've got another one to control the main light up here because I don't want to get into bed and realise that the switch is all the way over there when I can turn it off over here. So yeah, really lazy, I know, but this is also coming together really nicely. I'm sorry, but look at this carpet. It's so beautiful. I've just gone round and hoovered it all up. Loving the carpet lines. Same as bed 2. Kind of gone for that kind of plush carpet thickness where you can see the footprints and stuff. But I think this colour looks so, so lovely. Not too light that it's not good for pets, and it's not too dark that it darkens the room. So yeah, really happy with that. And then same in the small bed as well. Please ignore the little octopus down there. Carpet lines yet again, and the sun comes up and around through to the back bedrooms of the evening, so it's just brightened it up so much. I love it. I can't cope. I can't believe that the carpets are finally down after a long old few months trying to get the rooms ready. Today's Friday. We had a lovely meal last night. It was really nice, but it ended up meaning that late last night. We had to get the drawers out of the bedroom and into the main bed. Now, as you can see behind me, the second lot of drawers are here, but they haven't got the handles on yet. Sam needs to drill some holes into that for me, hence why it's not in the room yet, but the other set of drawers are. So yeah, there's a lot to do still. I am really annoyed because Sam has gone to the pub on the way back home from work, which means I cannot put the bed together now that I'm home from the office. There are a million and one other things to do, but that was on the top of my to-do list. So yeah, I've kind of got to wait till he comes back from the pub so that I can get that upstairs. I have attempted to try and bring it upstairs, but the headboard is like too big for me to carry on my own. It would be silly for me to try and do that. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now. But in the ensuite, I have actually got to get the grout off of the walls, so I will end up doing that at some point today. And then this is what one set of drawers looks like, although this blue compared to the blue of this one that I upcycled, well, finished off not yesterday, day before, this looks so much darker than this one. And I don't know if it's because this has had a bit more, I don't know, sunlight on it, so it is that little bit lighter. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to see what it looks like, because we are gonna have the dressing table in the middle and then the other one's there. So if it looks really different, then I don't really know what I'm going to do, because that's going to bug me, but we'll see. And then in here, I think because I can't crack on with the bed just yet, I'm going to try and have a go at these tiles. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And also I looked online at the mattress, and it's actually got to sit for 24 hours, well, at least 24 hours before we can sort of sleep on it. So I think we're going to get the bed put up this evening, and also the mattress opened up and laid on the bed, ready for, fingers crossed, tomorrow if we get to that point.
Did you drop it on your foot?
On my fucking toe. That really hurts. Oh!
Just breathe.
Fucking hurts.
Show us your toe then. Show us your toe.
It hurts. Breathe.
Believe it, we've got a bed behind us and a mattress, and the room is looking so much more put together. Now there still is a lot to do. We haven't got the doors hung in the bedroom yet, and the mattress has to be left air, so we did that yesterday through to today. I'm not 100% sure. I can't decide whether we should leave it another day before we sleep on it or not. I mean, it does say minimum 24 hours, so yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll show you the room one last time, and then I think I'll probably end the video there, and the next video will probably be the room totally finished. I have been putting little bits and bobs together. I've tried to fill a couple of drawers and stuff, but my mind is literally blown with how much stuff I've got. I don't understand where it's all come from. So even though I have tried to organise this dressing sort of table drawer situation, I think I'm going to need to go back through it again and just really get rid of the stuff that I obviously don't need, because a lot of this has just been stored downstairs, so I know I've not missed half of it. But yeah, really happy with how it's looking. The bed is beautiful. I am so incredibly pleased with it. The colour and everything, and luckily the bedside tables as well match the wood of the bed perfectly. You can probably see in the background there, so yeah, super happy with it. Please do ignore the bits of mess which you'll see here, but the mattress that we ordered was a Dream Cloud mattress. Now it's quite a thick mattress. I think the standard size is like 25 or something, and this is like 28 in thickness, and it is Dream Cloud. I can't pull that up to show you, but it's one of those hybrid kind of mattresses, and I am super impressed with it. Had a little lay on it and it does feel quite comfortable. We got this in a bundle with now I'm going to forget what we got. We didn't get the mattress protector, I ordered that separately, but we did get a bedding set included, and also 2 pillows and a duvet as well, which I've just left there just to kind of air a little bit. But we got those in a bundle. I can't for the life of me remember exactly how much it costs, but if I can find it I'll link it below, and if that bundle's not on offer, I'm sure they've got loads of other ones anyway. And yeah, this bed is from Next. Absolutely stunning. I knew I wanted a bed that was raised off of the ground slightly with legs, just to kind of elevate it that little bit more. And these bedside tables I actually got off of Facebook Marketplace, barely used at all, for I think it was like £125 for both, and I think online they're like 150 each. So yeah, really pleased with that. And the wood colour, I must say, is not too dissimilar. I know this has got more of a shiny finish to it and this is more of a matte, but as you kind of look back, it doesn't look like too dissimilar to each other. So yeah, I can't think of another word for it, but happy with that. This side's Sam's side, this side is mine, so it'll be nice to actually have some drawers to fill, because at our previous house that we lived in, we never actually had bedside tables with drawers and stuff, and on Sam's side of the bed he could barely even get out of the side. So yeah, this is totally different for us, but I think this is my favourite part of the bedroom for sure. And then over on this side, we finally have the drawers in. Now they only just fit, and these were the ones that I had to quickly upcycle and rush towards the end. But yeah, can you see what I mean about like only just fitting? But yeah, I think I'm happy with this area. Sam decided that he wanted it to be darker, and I think that's just what's throwing me off slightly. But I tried to sort of think of it as, we've got the dark blue in here to match the dark blue situation that we've got going on in here, and then also the bedside tables are in this kind of light beigey creamy colour, so I matched it across to this here as well. So I've tried to kind of think of it in that way and tie it in quite nicely. mirror is perfect, love it. And then I've just put this jewellery thing that Sam got for me for Easter here, which I think works really, really nice. Now these drawers are just all full. Need to really sort of go through all of that, but I think I'm happy with how it's looking. And then in the cupboard here, there's not really a lot going on. I can't remember if I showed you this bit all done. Don't think I did, but I might have done. There's so much going on that I can't think at the moment, but yeah, I'm so happy with how it's looking. Carpet is stunning, and then in the small bed, nothing has actually happened in there at all. It's just the same as it was when the carpet got laid the other day. You can even still see some of the carpet lines, but I'm looking forward to just getting this door on here and just kind of closing it off for the time being. Dogs are absolutely loving the carpet though. They keep running into this room and just throwing themselves all over it. But yeah, I do feel a bit more relieved now that the carpets have been done. It was a bit of a stressful situation with the carpet fitter turning up, and we weren't 100% ready. I had to quickly like vacuum around and just make sure it was de-dusted before it got fitted. But yeah, I am super looking forward to starting the bedroom now. Still unsure whether we'll stay in it tonight, but hopefully next video will be the room done, and I'll try and tag everything as well.